perspective. Moving on and talking about the battle for Bengal. Bengal has turned into a battlefield indeed, with Home Minister Amit Shah leading BJP's campaign against the ruling TMC in the state. Addressing a rally in Bankura, Shah took on the Chief Minister and accused her and the party, TMC, of promoting cut money culture in the state. He also reached out to the tribals, SC/STs during his virtual address in Jhargram, saying that BJP will implement schemes for the betterment of various communities. You also had Didi, Mamata Banerjee, who continued on her campaign trail. She's wheelchair bound, but she continued her campaign in Jhalda. Later in the day, Didi will address a rally in Balrampur as well.
कुछ भी करना हो, भ्रष्टाचार के बगैर होता नहीं। सिंडिकेट बनाई है, कट मनी लिया जाता है। अरे ये तो छोड़िए, अम्फाम के अंदर जो मदद मोदी जी ने भेजी थी, उसको भी तृणमूल कांग्रेस के गुंडे खा गए। टोल मनी हर जगह, चाहे कोयला हो, टोल मनी, चाहे बंदर हो, पोर्ट हो, टोल मनी, आदिवासियों की वन उपज खरीदनी हो, टोल मनी आने वाला था। হয়তো ভেবেছিল আমি হয়তো বেরোতেই পারবো না এই ভাঙা পানি, কিন্তু আমি নির্বাচনের সময় আমি মনে করি আমার শরীরে যন্ত্রণা আছে, কিন্তু আমার যন্ত্রণার থেকেও সাধারণ মানুষের যন্ত্রণা অনেক বেশি।
My colleague Pallavi Ghosh and Shogata Mukhopadhyay joining us on the broadcast, getting us more perspective about what's happening in the battle for Bengal. Pallavi, coming to you first and getting a sense from you, help us understand the key promises that were made by Home Minister Amit Shah in that address. What are the key areas he's likely to visit today? How does the campaign trail look like for him?
So there were only two places which he was scheduled to visit in West Bengal. So both of them have been done. He was supposed to come to Jhargram. That had to be cancelled because of a technical glitch. Then he of course held a rally in Bankura, which is in the same district. And now he heads for Assam. Now Jhargram becomes significant for the BJP because this is where they won in the Lok Sabha. The MP seat was won from here. But apart from that, it has 8 assembly seats. There's no doubt about the fact that a lot of development work has been done by Mamata Banerjee over here. But there's also a sense of disgruntlement. Basic amenities, for example, drinking water are a huge problem here in Jhargram. That promise was given by the Home Minister, and I think buoyed, really enthused by the kind of victory they saw in the Lok Sabha from this region. I think the BJP has this huge hope that they can penetrate into what is largely seen as a TMC bastion.
All right. And Pallavi, as you're talking about the two areas where he was supposed to visit, that has already been done. Take us through what is the sort of narrative that the BJP has put up as a political party after that accident or incident that happened with Mamata Banerjee. It was a carefully crafted strategy. Home Minister Amit Shah in an interview to us also said that he wishes her well, but to say that that was any kind of conspiracy, BJP leaders have said that is totally contradicted by the Election Commission.
That's right, and in fact in Bankura also, of course, he did take a pot shot at the West Bengal Chief Minister. He says, I know she's been hurt in an accident and she's in pain, but what about the pain of the people of Bengal? No ridiculing her pain, no ridiculing the injury on her like Shubhendu Adhikari did on the first night when he called it a drama, yet using it as a political point to question the kind of politics which has been done by the Trinamool Congress in West Bengal.
All right, taking in a word from my colleague Shogata Mukhopadhyay as well. Shogato, BJP would want to make inroads. They would want to convert the victory that they had in Lok Sabha into assembly elections. What is it at stake for Didi? What is it that she would want to save?
Well, the stakes are pretty high, and the stakes are dual because in the Lok Sabha it was BJP all the way in this part of the state, which is Purulia. The assembly seat over here is held by the Congress, and that has been the case for the last 2 decades now. Nepal Mahato, a very popular leader in the region, continues to be the MLA for the last 2 decades in this Bagmundi seat of Purulia. So Mamata Banerjee is not just trying to recover her lost ground, but she is also taking on both the Congress and the BJP at the same time in a region where the Trinamool Congress has not been doing too well in the recent past, and obviously Mamata Banerjee knows that in order to have a significant beginning in the first phase of elections, when Purulia or parts of Purulia vote, Mamata Banerjee has to have some good voting happening in this region as well, which is why she began her this phase of poll campaign after her injury from Purulia, and Purulia is one area that the Trinamool Congress is closely eyeing alongside some of the other Jungle Mahal districts, because these are the areas where the Trinamool Congress can gain, and they know that if there are important significant areas which are known to be Trinamool Congress strongholds, if they lose some of these areas, then they will also have to find areas where they can gain from, and Purulia and central Bengal districts like Bankura and West Midnapur and so on, these are the areas where Mamata Banerjee is hoping that she would make some gains, which is why she started off her speech by referring to her injured leg, saying that I know that I am in pain, but the people of Bengal are in pain as well, and during the elections I just cannot sit at home. So here I am appealing to the people over here to vote for me and for my candidate, and that appeal went out to the Kurmis, the Adivasis, the tribals in the area, and cutting across all the castes and communities.
All right, Shogata Mukhopadhyay, Pallavi getting us those details. Shogata, please continue to stay on with us, because this is another important aspect we talk about. After having concluded that Mamata Banerjee was not attacked in Nandigram, but it was an accident, the Election Commission has acted against the errant officials who failed in their responsibility to provide adequate security to the Chief Minister. The poll panel has transferred the district magistrate, suspended the SP of Purba Midnapur, while Director Security to the Chief Minister has also been removed from his position. West Bengal Chief Secretary has also been asked to conduct a thorough investigation and submit a report within 15 days. BJP has also written to the Election Commission demanding a detailed report of Mamata's injuries to be made available in the public domain.
এমনিতেই 5-6 দিন নষ্ট হয়ে গেছে। ইলেকশনের সময় আপনারা জানেন এক একটা দিন, এক একটা ঘন্টা, এক একটা মিনিটের দাম কতখানি। আমার জীবনে অনেক আঘাত, অনেক প্রত্যাঘাতের মধ্যে দিয়ে, অনেক লড়াইয়ের মধ্যে দিয়ে আমি পেরিয়ে এসেছি, কিন্তু I never bow down my head। আমি আবার বলছি, আমি হুইল চেয়ারে ভাঙা পায়ে আমি সারা বাংলা ঘুরে বেড়াবো আর খেলা হবে।
अभी मैं देख रहा हूं ममता जी के पैर में चोट आई, देखा है ना आपने, चोट आई है। अब ये तय नहीं हो रहा कि चोट कैसे आई, जांच चल रही है। तृणमूल और कांग्रेस वाले कहते हैं कि बड़ा षड्यंत्र हो गया और चोट करा दी। चुनाव आयोग कहता है हमला नहीं हुआ है, हादसा हुआ है। भगवान जाने सच कौन है। मैं तो ईश्वर से प्रार्थना करता हूं आप जल्दी अच्छी हो जाएं।
Mamata Banerjee says that, and her party says that she was attacked. There was no accident, she was attacked. They continue to maintain that. Even if the Election Commission has transferred the Director Security, the Election Commission has found a report which clearly said that this was an accident, but she said that she was being targeted.
Actually, this is a false allegations, and already that was the accident. It is very unfortunate that this is the time for all the party and the leaders that we should fight on the basis of our programs, our policies and our philosophies. Let people will decide, they are the best judge for that. But this is the time that we should strengthen our democracy, and it is in the interest of the country and in the interest of the all political party.
Nitinji, you've been a former party, president as well. Yesterday the party had announced, and you were part of the CEC as well. Yesterday the party announced candidates, and you have announced 3 MPs, including 1 Rajya Sabha MP and 1 sitting minister as well. Is there a dearth of talent locally in the BJP that you have to actually put your own MPs at risk?
No, this is not the fact. Actually, it is the strategy of the party that party is contesting this election, and on the basis of elective merit, party has taken the decision.
So what exactly is it that the poll panel report says? Election Commission is the one which is taking care of the law and order situation. In their report, they say it was the flippant attitude of the Director of Chief Minister's Security that led to that accident in which Mamata Banerjee was unfortunately injured. The Director of Security was sitting in a car that was meant for the Chief Minister, the bulletproof vehicle, and Mamata Banerjee used a normal car, not a bulletproof one. The report also goes on to say that Chief Minister also flouted certain prescribed protocols and rules that she should have followed. So many people came near to her. There was a crowd that was near her, and hence this accident happened. Of course, TMC has rubbished this report, but the Election Commission says that this was an accident. Local authorities, DM, SP, and action has been taken against them. My colleague Shogato Mukhopadhyay continues to be with us on the broadcast. Shogato, after the Election Commission report, TMC was quick to rubbish the report. Am I audible to you, Shogato? We'll just try and connect to Shogato.
Right.
Yes, I can hear you. Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Yeah.
Shogato, I wanted to understand from you the key reaction coming in from the TMC after Election Commission came out with the report.
Well, I personally spoke to Shogato Roy in the Trinamool Congress, who initially, that was amongst the first reactions that I got from the Trinamool Congress, was that he said that he expressed satisfaction with the fact that the Election Commission has finally taken some steps vis-a-vis the incident that happened in Nandigram. That responsibilities were assigned and some concrete steps were taken by the Election Commission. What he felt was that there are a lot of steps that the Election Commission is taking which he thinks is unnecessary, quote unquote, but this was one quote-unquote necessary step that the Election Commission took. Across the other side of the political boundary, the BJP has also welcomed this move by the Election Commission. Shubhendu Adhikari was quoted having said that he was satisfied at the Election Commission's decision to remove the errant officers and bureaucrats from their position, and responsibilities were assigned and probe has been ordered, and also the fact that the Election Commission is obviously worried about the security aspect of the star campaigners, the VVIPs who would continuously be visiting Bengal now, and not just now, in the coming couple of months, ever since till such time the elections are here. So obviously there is a serious concern as far as the security of so many VVIPs who are frequenting Bengal almost on a daily basis. They have to be taken care of, and as a result, the Chief Secretary has been asked to replace the Director of Security as quickly as possible. What we are getting to know from our sources that names have been sent, but there has been so far no approval coming in from the Election Commission. By the end of the day today, there is a possibility that the Election Commission may approve one of the names that the Chief Secretary of Bengal has sent from here to the Nirvachan Sadan.
All right, Shogato Mukhopadhyay getting us those details. Now, here's also a special report that Mario Shakil gets for you. And battleground Bengal, young voters will be the key to victory for any party. And unemployment, it remains a major cause of worry for the students across the state. Here's a report by Mario Shakil.
It's said that the students of a state reflect the mood of the state. So what better way to capture the changing dynamics of Bengal than to speak to the students of Bengal. I am at Jadavpur University, one of the most leading universities in the country and also one of the oldest universities in India, with a group of students who have sharp political views. What is the issue that will decide your vote?
In this election, the development what have been done by Mamata Banerjee in last 10 years is the main issue.
Election will be decided on the questions of the working class. People are not getting jobs here. People are not getting enough opportunities of education.
Then why the left councillors and MPs, MLAs are saying that no development has taken place?
Why is the battle for Bengal, why has it become about binaries of outsider, insider?
BJP is a Bharatiya Janata Party, especially the name, what said, Bharat means India. So they are not outsider, I think. And Trinamool is also Indian party. they are belong to West Bengal belong to India.
They are dividing between outsiders and insiders. So it clearly demonstrates their intention to divide among the people. I feel that I would also follow Marx, and I would ready to accept anything if Swami Vivekananda speaks something and which can lead us to well-being.
For the youth of Bengal, is job a matter of concern? Is that an issue at all?
टीएमसी गवर्नमेंट टोटली करप्ट है, मतलब कि वो मतलब जो अपने लोग हैं, अपने कार्यकर्ता है, उन्हीं लोग को मतलब करप्ट करके मतलब जॉब देती है, मतलब डायरेक्टली। और मैं देखा हूँ बहुत सारा इन लोग का योजना देखता हूँ, जैसे मैं कर्म शादी दिखा रहा हूँ, प्रकल्प बहुत अच्छा है उन लोग का। इन लोग का फॉर्म खुलता नहीं है, अप्लाई ना करेंगे तो अप्लाई ना, कभी फॉर्म खुलता ही नहीं है।
बंगाल में तब तुम देख रहे हो 10 इयर्स में बहुत जॉब क्रिएट हुआ है। इस कॉलेज सर्विस कमीशन, पब्लिक सर्विस कमीशन, from we are getting ICDS supervisor, that is recruitment also confirmed in this government, police recruitment also.
We have seen from the last 10 years, Trinamool Congress government has not conducted any SSC or TET examination. In the last Navanno Abhijan, we had asked for giving employment in all the vacant posts. Here, Trinamool Congress government resorted with brutal violence. They killed a guy named Moidul Midda on the streets. This showcases what Trinamool Congress government actually wants.
ऐसा जो सरकार है इसको गिरना चाहिए, इसको बदलना होना चाहिए और असल परिवर्तन होना चाहिए।